I'm about to bust. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was the bathroom. Oh, good lord!
Miraculous Ladybug so bright and bold, a show that's full of characters, young and old. Ladybug and Cat Noir, the heroes of the night, their bravery and love, a wondrous sight. The city of Paris, a place so fair, where magic and mystery fill the air. The Eiffel Tower, a symbol of might, a symbol of love that's never not right. The Miracle Box, a gift from above, symbols of hope and symbols of love. With each episode, our hearts tied like knots. In the world of Miraculous, all is right.
Not!
Miraculous used to be filled with joy and delight, a vibrant world of heroes and villains in a dazzling fight. Alas, the tables have turned, the magic went away, leaving behind a hollow shell, a bitter disarray. The characters we adored, now shadows of their past, lost in a maze of a story that couldn't last. The charm and wit replaced with rushed plots and despair, making us mourn what once was, a love beyond repair. Season 4 arrived with a new chapter to unfold, yet as it progressed, my heart turned cold. Miraculous no longer has its spark, it got lost in the dark. I can't believe a TV series can get ruined with one plot hole. It's so stupid. It weakens the structure, shatters the illusion of a carefully crafted world now tainted by confusion. It's a thread unraveling, a ripple in time, a small misstep that grows, consuming the design. Of inconsistency, of oversight, of a careless mistake that disrupts the flow, makes the audience ache. The coherence, the logic, the trust in the tale now feels fractured, doomed to fail. And so we mourn the wasted opportunity to immerse ourselves in a world of continuity, to suspend disbelief, to escape reality's grip, only to be yanked back by a plot hole's fatal slip. Mr. Pigeon 72, we all hate you, and that's no mystery, you freaking bamboo. For you, my friend, have ruined Miraculous forever. When will I forgive you?
Never. Ever.
But people say there's always hope, so I wait for season 5 patiently like the Pope. And then it came, like a storm on the horizon. I hoped for a chance for the story to be forgiven, but my fears were confirmed as the narrative spiraled deeper, deeper into a bleak, hopeless sleeper. Oh, Miraculous Ladybug, what has become of thee? A beacon of light lost in the shadows for no one to see. I was longing for the days of old, when the show was a joyful tale to behold. Miraculous Ladybug makes my patience wear thin. I suffer at the mere thought of watching it again. I long for the day when it fades from my screen, no longer haunted by the sight of this scene. Miraculous Ladybug, a show so divine, with fun characters, a story so fine. Too bad it's turned truly vile, a mess of plot holes, a tangled pile. The heroes are dull, the villains are bland, their powers so confusing, a true demand. The writing's poor, the acting's weak, a show that's doomed from the start, it's a freak. The story's a jumble, a confusing mess, with twists and turns, an absolute distress. The motivations are hard to grasp, a show that's lost in its own vast. The animation's poor, the music's so bad, the cartoon is a tragedy, and it's really sad. Miraculous Ladybug has been so misguided, a disaster that's bad for your eyelid. Yet others adore it, they sing its praise. They gush over Marinette and her ways. I feel like an outsider, a lone dissenter, in a world where Ladybug is a fan-favorite presenter. So I'll sit in my corner with my hatred burning bright. For a show that brings me no delight, I'll keep my distance, my disdain unfurled, and pray for the day when Miraculous Ladybug leaves this world. Okay, let's get this over with. Good morning, ladies. My name is Cyrus, the tired old man. Welcome back to another Miraculous Lady Trash video. As we all know, Season 5 has been a wreck. It's overall confusing and frustrating. We're getting nothing but rehashed plots and recycled emotions, without any real growth or depth. The pacing is off, with episodes that drag on forever and others that feel rushed, unresolved, and unnecessary. I'm not sure what goes on behind the scenes, but it seems they completely lost their way with this one. They already have lost their way with Season 4, Mr. Pigeon 72, but somehow they managed to sink even lower. I honestly didn't know it was scientifically possible. How do they do it? How do they keep getting worse after sinking to the lowest depths of hell? How can anyone go lower than that? There's nothing there, bro. How'd you get there? Why would you go there? Tell me why! Tell me why! I firmly believe Thomas Astruc and his team are a group of magicians. There's just no way they made Miraculous worse than it is without doing magic tricks. They're either magicians or pioneers. Pioneers of indescribably, extraordinarily, uniquely bad writing. Miraculous Ladybug is an abomination, an insult to the art of animation, and a betrayal to all those who cherish quality writing. This cartoon embodies everything that could possibly go wrong when creating an animated series. It serves as a warning for future generations of storytellers. I will say, even though Season 5 has been a mess, it has some concepts that could have worked. Here are 4 of them. Concept number 1, less screen time. I used to think that a character character who has very less screen time is automatically boring and will be erased from my mind by default. Now that I think about it, I disagree with my past self. I mean, I love a pimp named Slickback from the Boondocks and Tuco from Breaking Bad / Better Call Saul. These Muppets had less screen time in their show, but they have a special place in my heart and mind. But Felix from Miraculous Ladybug, admittedly, he was badass in his first and second appearance, but he's not engrossing anymore. Not because of less screen time, but it's really because I no longer care about Miraculous Ladybug as a whole. My investment in the storyline is completely gone, thanks to Mr. Pigeon 72. You can create, the only limits are the ones you put on yourself. Oh man, I'm sorry, I can't get over that plot hole. I know I've been repeating that, but can you blame me? It's a plot hole that can end everything. It's so severely indelible. I've never seen such a plot hole in my life. Miraculous Ladybug is a different breed of terrible cartoons. Even if this plot hole is non-existent, more problems still exist that killed my immersion and my interest in Felix. Too many inconsistencies, too many double standards, too many badly written characters, too many badly written episodes, too many episodes in general. Concept number 2. Impunity. Marisu learning from her crimes but not facing any punishment is something I don't consider true character development. I used to argue that the absence of retribution prevents any form of growth. Again, I disagree with my past self. Even without consequences, he or she can still undergo a powerful transformation. Through introspection and self-realization, they can face consequences without facing consequences, if you know what I mean. When they reflect on their actions and the impact they've had on others, they begin to feel deep remorse and guilt for their misdeeds. They start questioning their morals, values, and choices in life. This internal struggle becomes their own private judgment as they grapple with the weight of their sins. That's the price. It's internal, not external. So Marisu paying the price internally can be true character development. But the execution of everything that led to it was, in my opinion, so forced, so nonsensical, and so quick that it felt like a get-out-of-jail-free card. Take a look at her backstory. It came out of nowhere, as well as the foreshadowing. You wanna know why Marisu freaked out in perfection? It is a desperate attempt to convey Marisu's PTSD. Here's how I see the entire picture. Once upon a time, Thomas made a show where the MC is a stalker. He thought it was funny and romantic. He thought the viewers would feel the same way, but they didn't. From there, they kept on calling her something he doesn't like. He's grown tired of it. Deep down, he knew that Marisu is crazy, but he refuses to say it. He refuses to admit that his imaginary daughter is crazy. Instead of accepting it, he persuades us that Marisu has a sad pretext to stalk all along, and therefore she should not be blamed. Hey guys, look, there's something going on with her. You wanna know what's going on with her? You'll be so surprised.
Shut up. Okay.
Why did you bother explaining her craziness after so many things happened already? Why couldn't you do this earlier? More importantly, why did you have to make her a stalker from the beginning? Tell me why! That's why Marisu's impunity is bad writing. It is a perfect example of forced character development, not true character development. It is Thomas Astruc telling us to stop calling his imaginary daughter a crazy person because she is a victim of bullying. You know what? That's fine, Thomas. I have no problem with that. I'm willing to accept that Marisu is a victim of bullying. Only don't tell me she's not crazy. Don't tell me it's not considered crazy for choosing to stalk and memorize an entire schedule of someone's daily private life by heart. Don't tell me she's not crazy.
Because it insults my intelligence. It makes me very angry.
Besides, you explained how she became insane, Thomas. Isn't that the point of derision? You have no excuse to not accept that she's deranged. You confirmed it yourself, bruv. Chloe made her into a bully victim. Marisu did the crazy things all by herself. Not to mention, Marisu having impunity screams tangible double standard. Why didn't she get retribution, but the other felons did? It made sense within the context of the story. Blood, her backstory, aka the trigger to her development, barely made sense at all. It did a lot of retcons, and it had little to no foreshadowing. She was given a backstory only to shut our mouths, not to make any sense. Hence, her development is a get-out-of-jail-free card. We all know who gave her that card. Classic Mary Sue vibes. What's next, Thomas Astruc? Are you gonna give Alia PTSD to explain why she's so goddamn annoying? Concept number 3. A superhero not being able to accept the obligations of being a superhero. I get it. Being a superhero is not easy. It is a massive responsibility that can give anyone extreme pressure and possibly destroy their mental health. health. So maybe I was being a bit too hard on Marisu and Adrian.
Not!
Why did they quit being superheroes? All I know is Alia manipulated Marisu's feelings. To this day, I have no idea what was going on in Alia's head. What's wrong with her? She was an admirable friend in Gang of Secrets. Why not now? Tell me why! It is all thanks to her that Marisu ended up quitting. You can't convince me otherwise. Is that Alia or a fake Alia? Please, I need answers! What if she didn't manipulate Marisu? Would Marisu still obsess over Adrian? It doesn't matter if the answer is yes or no. She has infinite creation powers! Being a superhero is hard, but it shouldn't be for you, you bloody biznatch! As for Adrian, he resigned from his position effective immediately, as he wants to be with Marisu. He loves her so much. Why does he love her so much? Concept number 4. Glorifying bad behavior. It's no mystery that Derision literally justified Marisu's criminality. It really pissed me off. However, this could have worked in a certain way, bruv. According to my brother, the entire point of Nier Automata is that there is no such thing as good and bad. It is a central theme throughout the game. The player is constantly dealing with moral dilemmas and situations where what may seem like the right choice ultimately leads to unforeseen outcomes. This blurring of lines between morality and ethics challenges players to question their own perceptions of right and wrong. Nier Automata highlights the inherent subjectivity of morality and the complexity of human nature by presenting a complex narrative filled with shades of gray rather than black and white. It fosters a deeper understanding of the nuances of morality in a world where good and evil are not easily distinguishable. Derision is a totally different story. Thomas defending Marisu's bad behavior is unacceptable. Once again, it's double standard. Clearly, good and bad exist within the show. They know what is good and what is bad. Bullying, bad. Dangerous pranks, bad. Lying, bad. Stalking, good. It's fine to be a lunatic as long as you have a sad backstory. Oh, by the way, Chloe sucks. Her sad backstory shouldn't matter. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I don't give a fuck about Chloe, but it's so hard to ignore double standard. I abhor it when stories have those things. Why should one character be praised while another is condemned for practically the same behavior because of who they are? It's hypocritical, and it undermines the integrity of the narrative. It perpetuates harmful stereotypes and reinforces dangerous conceptualizations. It is infuriating to see characters held to different ethical standards based on their gender, race, or in this case, privilege. That's what Marisu has. She has privilege. She gets special treatment from the writers due to bias. That's the true definition of Mary Sue. If you've seen A Trekkie's Tale, aka the godmother of Mary Sue's, then I think you'll agree. Mary Sue's can have flaws, imperfections, etc. But there's one thing they have that others don't. Privilege. Exceptional, one-sided treatment. With that special treatment, they are able to warp the world around them and force other characters to bend over backwards for the sake of making themselves look amazing in front of the spectators. Not for the sake of making any sense. Hashtag Mary Sue. Let's see if she will have more Mary Sue moments in the episodes we'll be tackling today. Let's see how worse this show will get. Revelation. The episode begins with the best liar ever, pulling off the best lies ever. Is what I would say if I still cared about this piece of shite. I can't express how much potential was wasted here. Someone needs to reboot or remake Miraculous ASAP. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is cool. Lila having multiple mothers and that she was and still is able to lie to every single one of them is interesting as all hell. I would have been binge watching the crap out of this show to find out why and how she is doing this. The Alexa ripoff got a new update. Adragami will now be taking over. Lila confronts Gabriel regarding the update. He said, "You're fired because you failed to protect my son from a succubus. And I don't care that you helped me a lot of times before." I know Lila has bad writing. She's a Mary Sue villain, bro. She has control over the world whenever she lies. But that's the thing. Gabriel fired a Mary Sue villain that used to have so much passion in working for him. Imagine you have the most powerful weapon to destroy your enemies. So powerful that it'll all be done in a second, but you let it go. Do you have any idea what you've done, you wanker? Can anyone name a supervillain that is far more incompetent than this blighter? Oh well, at least Lila can now explore other career paths. She should be a lawyer. She's perfect for it. Think of all the money she could make. Better lie Lila. A Miraculous spin-off. Can't wait to see that, Thomas. Miss Bustier found out that Chloe's been cheating for so long by having Velma do all of her homework. She gave Velma her real grade and gives Chloe some help. Marisu protested as it is plain unfair that a horrible person is only getting help from others. Students who have a problem need help, but not when they're the problem. Well, isn't this a strange coincidence? In In my previous Miraculous Ladybug video, I called out Thomas Astruc for not giving Marisu comeuppance for all her sins and that he's too nice to her. Here, Marisu is calling out Miss Bustier for not giving Chloe comeuppance for all her sins and that she's too nice to her. Does that mean Thomas is aware of what he's done? Is he calling himself out without doing anything to improve? Either that, or this is one hell of a coincidence.
Huh? What? That's out of the question!
Also, what Miss Bustier said is fine. Chloe will be recompensed by falling behind. Velma got her real grade deservedly. Why are you so pissed off? What's the use of objecting? Oh, that's right. You don't really care. You're only doing this because deep down you feel guilty. You're a fraudster. You know you're going to hell. So you conceal your true self by putting on a mask that lets everyone know you're an angel who wants justice. Enough with the virtue signaling, you bloody concubine. How about you take a look in the mirror before you go pretending to be a saint? Your actions have caused irreparable damage to the story. Your creepiness knows no bounds. Your callous behavior disgusts me to my core. You deceive the viewers. You think only of your own needs and desires, with no concern for the consequences of your actions or the suffering you inflict on the spectators. I have seen through your facade, and I cannot stand idly by while you continue to wreak havoc, you stupid, crazy Biznatch! Lila volunteers to become the new class rep, since she now has full time to focus on her friends, despite that she wasn't able to run for election due to being absent. According to her, it's not democratic to hold the elections while she was gone. Dude, isn't it common sense to know that you cannot do it? You had your chance, but you didn't take it. It's not a matter of lacking democracy, rather a personal issue. It's your own fault you weren't able to run for the election. Now you're confronting the end result of your own decisions by not being able to run for election anymore. That's like having a 0 on your school project. Ma'am, it's not democratic to give me a 0 on my project. Sorry bro, you should have been here when you had the chance. Deadlines are deadlines. Am I making sense here? During lunchtime, Marisu tries to expose Lila. As usual, Alia does not believe her. Every time, and she meant every time, she accuses Lila. There's been no evidence of her being a liar. The corner of this napkin could have injured the eyeball of the smartest kid in school. Please forget that he's wearing glasses. Ignore that the napkin is all crumpled up, meaning it's downright impossible to damage his eyeball. Alia was there. Chloe and Lila team up to take down Marisu. Miss Bustier arranges a new election, with Lila this time. Lila chooses Chloe to be her deputy to prove that even juvenile delinquents can change. She suddenly wants to withdraw thanks to Marisu's speech. She says Marisu called her an idiot, she got fired, there's no hope for Chloe, there's no hope for her either. You know, I could be reading a book right now. Lila gets akumatized, transforming into Hoaxer, another copycat. Her powers are telling lies that everyone will believe, something that she can do herself without Monarch's help. Hoaxer comes up with a lie to catch Marisu. Afterwards, she makes another lie to catch Ladybug and Cat Noir. She said they came from the planet Saturn. They fart bubbles that could destroy the ozone layer. Anak ng babaeng aso. Ladybug's lucky charm tells her to set up a trap with Scarabella. Meanwhile, Hoaxer, behind Gabriel's back, commands Natalie to give her Gabriel's biggest secrets. Why didn't Gabriel know about this? Why didn't Gabriel put a stop to her? He couldn't know? I thought he can see everything an akumatized villain can see. Now that that's done, she rejects the Akuma, completely canceling the plan involving Scarabella, proving how much of a waste Alia is. Adrian says sorry for what he said in Chameleon. Fair enough, but the moral lesson of this episode is kinda bad. I'm assuming they're teaching us a lesson about naivete. We should see the good in people, but not everyone. Bad people exist, we should look out for them, especially the snake people.
But sometimes, the good we think we see in some people is just a reflection of our own.
This is coming from the show that claims the power of love is always so strong and that only love can conquer hate.
Because only love can conquer hate.
How ironic. Maybe that's the point. Either way, this moral doesn't feel earned, considering what Thomas Astruc has done recently. Remember kids, don't let your kindness fool you. If you act nice to horrible people, you're a horrible person. Sometimes the good we see in others is a reflection of our own. Oh, by the way, be nice to Marisu. Don't worry, she's not a horrible person. I promise. I gave her PTSD out of nowhere to make sure of that. Try to see the good in her. Let your own kindness fool yourselves for my beloved imaginary daughter. Oh my god.
Oh my God!
I'd accept it if my friend or teacher or parent is teaching me this lesson, not Thomas Astruc. Anyone but Thomas Astruc. Picture this, Michael Myers lecturing you about murder being bad, without him ever learning his lesson from killing, without being aware of it. Dude, why are you teaching me this? Aren't you a murderer and don't you love killing people? Yeah, I know, but killing is bad. Don't forget that. Anyway, I'm gonna kill someone now. Bye. The only lesson Thomas should be teaching right now is never do what I do, aspiring writers. Ignoring derision. This moral is garbage nonetheless. Mari-Sue was unknowingly calling herself out. Chloe was about to get a fitting payment. She was gonna be held back. Velma got her real grades. Everything's fine. It's all good, man.
It's all good, man.
So why was she mad? She's mad that Chloe's not getting a harsher punishment. You know, make the punishment fit the crime. The punishment she was initially going to confront does fit the crime, you stupid donut. But no, she chooses to be mad. She got so mad, she talked down to Miss Bustier.
There! You see? You're too nice to her!
Does that really make you a good person, Mari-Sue? Huh?
But sometimes, the good we think we see in some people is just a reflection of our—
Shut the f up! I don't take life advice from someone who doesn't know how to walk their talk! Biznatch! Biznatch! In the end, Lila is unanimously elected as the new class rep. The epilogue shows Lila crushing the Alexa ripoff. She looks at her phone, now containing Gabby's biggest secret sent by Natalie. The end. Revelation is basically, stop being nice to bad people. But not this bad person. 2 out of 10. It's not good, man. Confrontation. Adrian was gonna fill in a form, but if he writes the truth, it would break Mari-Sue's heart. Little did he know that it would actually benefit him. Think about it. Once he goes to London, he'll make new friends and probably a girlfriend. A normal girlfriend. This goes without saying, Adrian, but if I were you, I'd be looking forward to London, mate. By the way, it's pretty rich of you not wanting to tell Mari-Sue what's going on. You were crying for most of season 4 because Ladybug didn't want to tell you what's going on. Just go to London, dude. You need to start over. Mari-Sue is worried that everyone's forms will be entrusted to such awful girls. I don't know why I laughed when she said awful girls. As Mari-Sue handed out the forms, Lila and Chloe turned them into shredded cheese. With the help of Velma, the plan is to replace the real forms with fake ones that don't match their study course. They'll be defending that in the meeting. Once everyone's furious, Velma will blame Mari-Sue at the right time. Howbeit, Velma's having second thoughts, as this will be deleterious. She's been helping Chloe for so long. She caused a lot of damage with her, and she was aware of that, bruv. She trapped Julika in the restroom. She gave Chloe a permanent marker to ruin Mari-Sue's present. She assisted in giving Mari-Sue quote-unquote trauma, and so on. Those were all her choices. She willingly helped Chloe, but now...
It's different!
What do you mean it's different? Chloe and Lila's plan is cruel. So were a lot of plans you and Chloe did together in the past. Why only now is she having a change of heart? Why only now is she taking her normal pills? Why only now does she realize Chloe's schemes are harmful? Tell me why!
Tell me why!
I'll tell you exactly why. Later. The Suicide Squad, I forgot what they're called, are complaining about the school system. Trust me, it's important to remember this. What's also important to remember is the women's restroom is temporarily closed. Keep that in mind.
Keep that in mind.
For now, the women's restroom is over there. The Three Stooges found a note in Adrian's form. It says, I don't know what to do in life. All I know is I love Mari-Sue.
Ugh, it's pathetic. Utterly pathetic.
Honestly, I agree. Dude, you could have just said, I don't know what I want to do in life. That's all you needed to say. You didn't have to include your deluded love for Mari-Sue. That would have been a lot less, what's the word, wimpy?
I told you, they were a bunch of wimps.
After the meeting, the plan is working. Everyone's got a career path that they don't want. And Julika is gonna repeat the year. Again. She already repeated. Since when? Since Thomas Astruc randomly decided to make them twins. Julika got akumatized, transforming into Reflecta. She is repeating the school year and an akumatization at the same time. Wow. After defeating Reflecta, that fight scene was so quick. Velma exposes Klyla with the help of Mari-Sue. At long last, Lila has been exposed. You wanna know how she got exposed? Mari-Sue put a sign on the women's restroom. Yeah, she was the one who did that, and the principal accepted it, without asking who did it, or confirmed the problem by going inside. But it's the women's restroom, Cyrus. He can't go there. Then ask Miss Bustier or any woman in the school. He's the principal, right? It's his obligation to find out what's going on in his school. Why didn't he verify the issue? Tell me why.
Tell me why. It's the least you can do for me now.
Because Ladybug is a Mari-Sue, duh. Lila got defeated by Ladybug's Mary superpowers. Since it makes no sense as to why the principal didn't give a shite about validating the issue. That's the only way to defeat a Mari-Sue villain. You know what they they say, the only way to defeat you is to become you. I don't remember who said that, but it makes perfect sense in this context. She defeated a Mary Sue by being a Mary Sue. Velma had a change of heart for that reason. This is not a straw that broke the camel's back moment. This is a Mary Sue moment. Mary Sue used her Mary superpowers to make people act in any way she desires, like the principal when she put up that sign, and Velma when she had a change of heart. She had a change of heart because she was brainwashed by a Mary Sue. I bet you all my life savings that if Marinette is not a Mary Sue, Velma would be willing to help Clyla, since canonically speaking, helping Chloe is acceptable to Velma, regardless of the impact. Thank God for Mary Sue protagonists. Look, I'm not saying what Velma did was bad. I'm stating the obvious. The writing is bad. Besides, if this is a straw that broke the camel's back moment, then let me repeat my question. Why only now does she realize Chloe's schemes are actually detrimental? Tell me why!
Tell me why. Explain it.
Mary Sue made her realize that with her Mary superpowers. End of story. Mary Sue! The principal expels Clyla, but Chloe saved their asses by calling her father, resulting in an akumatization. But the magical charm defended him.
What the hell just happened?
Turns out, a magical charm can turn into a buckler that can shield the holder and purify the Akuma. If he gets cheered up, these things are not useless, but they still don't make sense. Why didn't Ladybug know this? She made them, right? But Cyrus, in Mr. Pigeon 72, it was established that the ones who made that book never had full knowledge of the Miraculouses, so maybe it's the same instance here. Ladybug doesn't have full knowledge of the Miraculouses, and maybe, just maybe, Alia misinterpreted when she said she has no limits. I'll talk more on her powers later. For now, the only thing I want to say about this is, it feels so out of the blue, you know? Also, why was everyone shocked when Julika spoke clearly, as if it's the first time in forever? It's not!
You are going to apologize and make up by talking, not yelling.
Wow! Principal Owlface officially leaves. That's how he lost his job, not because he fell for this goddamn restroom sign. Yeah, you're fired, you piece of shite. Get the bloody hell out of here, you wanker! In the epilogue, Miss Bustier will give Chloe special attention. As for Lila, or should I say Rebecca Chambers, goes to her other life. Confrontation was all over the place. On one hand, we have Lila versus Mary Sue. Then, out of nowhere, they threw in a random twist involving the magical charms, and Velma changed. There are a lot of things in the show that appear out of nowhere, but in my opinion, this is the champion. Velma's character development is the most out of nowhere thing in the history of Miraculous Ladybug. I swear to you, I'm not exaggerating.
I don't think I can do it. Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone, but then forging documents and love, it's different. It's going to hurt people. Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone.
You're dreaming all you want, girls, but the boy is not. She's not crying enough.
Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone. Going in diary. Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone. Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone.
Permanent marker.
Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone.
Social media.
Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone. Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone. 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 Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone. Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone. Helping Chloe doesn't hurt anyone.
Get the fuck out of here, Velma. You don't deserve to solve any more mysteries. Bottom line, there was too much going on here. It's Ladybug, the episode from season 3 all over again. I was confused and uninvested in anything. In all honesty, the plot should have just been about Mary Sue versus Lila. They missed a massive opportunity to save the magical charm twist for any other time. Remember, ladies, if you ever plan on making a plot for an episode, pick a lane and stick with it. 2 out of 10, Walter. Collusion. Gabriel talks to Emma. Luckily, Gabriel did mean what he said. It'll all be over soon. He will stop doing this crap. Something will happen for a change. That doesn't change the fact that I don't care anymore. No one cares anymore, Gabriel. Adrian goes to school, where he comes across Mary Sue. They were about to go to first base, but their friends insisted that they should do it in some other time, preferably in private. Huh, who knew they would come to their senses? What? Oh, it didn't happen? They were forcing them to kiss and not respecting their autonomy? Sorry, I was daydreaming. Stay focused, Cyrus. It's almost the end of season 5. You can do this.
Oh, you're so cute, but so irritating too.
You and your friends are the ones who are irritating. How would you feel if they keep telling you to kiss your girlfriend? Come on, kiss her, kiss her, kiss her! Don't you think that's uncomfortable, you bloody concubine? Before class begins, Velma looked at Chloe,
Menacingly!
signifying that she no longer wants to be affiliated with her, ignoring that she will eventually face penalty alongside her. Oh wait, no, she's innocent. Velma didn't do anything wrong, not because she voluntarily did a lot of bad things with her, but because she realizes and admits that Chloe is bad. Therefore, she's not bad. Never was. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
I can't sit with the fact that she gets to get away with all of her felonies without undergoing penalization, without realizing that she's done bad things. All of the blame and all of the guilt goes to Chloe 100%. Velma gets nothing. Except black skin. Chloe insults Marisu and Adrian, as it was commanded by Rebecca via earpiece. Rebecca is now in some sort of underground base where she carefully crafts her schemes. Chloe interrupts the class by playing Dance Given Dance.
Unlike the rich aristocrats, they wore plain canvas pants.
I'll crush a mound up on your birthday cake.
You know, lately Thomas Astruc has been so determined to make Chloe an irredeemable monster. He forgot one thing that can fully accomplish his duty. Chloe calling Miss Bustier by her first name. That makes her look like an absolute chupacabra.
You're a crazy woman!
Miss Bustier tells her to go to the principal's office. Chloe turned the tables by using her father's name. Lila tells Chloe to frame Marisu for assault. It worked because of her father's name. So Marisu and Miss Bustier got expelled. Is the episode almost done? Only 7 minutes in? Oh, my sweet lord. Kaylin gets akumatized, but successfully rejected it. For now, Gabriel attends a meeting with the mayor. Chloe interrupts to be Rebecca's eyes and ears. Later, Andre makes an effort to gain sympathy from the audience by discussing his past, his heartless, cruel daughter, his disrespectful wife, his job, he's a liar, cheater, power abuser, etc. You kinda brought this on yourself, bruv. It's kinda hard to feel bad for him when he's getting destroyed by his own decisions. Who got you into this mess? Who wanted to impress Audrey? You! This is your fault, you pathetic loon! What's even more pathetic is he described Chloe as selfish and heartless. I agree, she's vile, but tell me who's the one that raised her, spoiled her to death, and enabled her? Who's the goddamn parent? Huh? Those were all his choices, mate. Choices that could have been reverted because he had no excuse, let alone an explanation not to. I appreciate that they're humanizing Andre, but don't you dare expect me to give him my sympathy. He's full of bullshit, just like his daughter. It's very clear that the writers don't want me to feel bad for Chloe, in spite of her having a much better and more sensible sad story than Andre. Alright, in return, I won't feel bad for Andre. I won't feel bad for anyone, just to be fair. Gabby recorded Andre's monologue to akumatize Miss Bustier. She transforms into... I forgot her name. She is the first pregnant akumatized villain. Correct me if I'm wrong. Her powers are balloonizing people with her guillotine. Her design kinda sucks. It's meant to represent patriotism. For me, it represents barbershops. Adrian was about to tell Marisu what's going on. I'll give him credit. He's actually willing to tell, but the supervillain interrupts. Gabriel calls Chloe, proposing to give her a gift. At first, Chloe denied. She can always get everything she wants, thanks to her father. But that video won't make her father powerful for long, and she doesn't want to take accountability, so she reconsiders. This is confirmation that Chloe is indeed a real man.
A real man never takes accountability.
As Ladybug and Cat Noir fight Mrs. Barbershop, they have a conversation, sending a message concerning politics, freedom, or whatever.
Your elections to make your voice nothing can stop freedom. I can't make heads or tails of her definition of justice.
Ah, shut the hell up and fight! You can send your message when you're done, dumbasses! The Lucky Charm is a crown, hinting at something. Miss Barbershop trapped Ladybug in Cat Noir syndrome style. As she walks to the mayor's office, Ladybug convinces her to simply talk to the mayor. She agrees. Andre then resigns. Rather than calling Saul to sue Gabriel for defamation, Kaylin rejects the Akuma, but the Lucky Charm is still there. That's where Chloe comes in. She accused them of being supervillains who uses their powers against democracy. Ladybug replied with an attack. You idiot! You're making her false statement come true by attacking her! Stupid butthole.
Butthole! Butthole!
The two stooges get captured, but Cat Noir's usefulness got them to escape. Chloe will now be the new mayor. Not a grown-ass adult, a teenager. This is the gift Gabby was referring to for talking down on her father. How did he pull this off? Who knows, who cares? Collusion is tiresome. The plot is so tiring to experience, I constantly had to drink water every 5 seconds to catch my breath. I'll explain why it's tiring as I discuss the next episode. Collusion gets a 3 out of 10. Barbershops. Revolution. The episode begins with Chloe declaring that the super offenders, Ladybug, Cat Noir, and Monarch, are now outlawed. It won't last long according to Rebecca. I already forgot she and Rebecca are working together via earpiece. Cat Noir suggests that they should do something, but they can't. Attacking someone who is not akumatized will make them look like the supervillains. You two already are supervillains. This is all your fault for letting Monarch get away with all the Miraculouses when you had the perfect chances to grab them. This is both your fault. Biznatch! Marisu goes to the internet, revealing that Mayor Chloe is a mixed bag. Adrian was gonna tell Marisu the truth, but got interrupted by a revolution. Friendly reminder in case you forgot already, I sure have. Chloe is working with someone. Can she disappear already? I'm sick of reminding myself that she exists. No, dude, she's important to the plot. Suit yourself. Speaking of important to the plot, it's almost the end of season 5, and we still don't know why Kagami's mom is on Gabby's side. What does she want? What's her endgame? Redemption or revenge? What do you want, woman? You want to have eyesight? Is that it? Or are you in love with Gabriel? Gross. No. Maybe her motivation is meant to be mysterious. A mysterious motivation can make a villain more interesting, but sometimes it backfires and leave us scratching our heads. Michael Myers is a prime example of how a mysterious motivation for a villain can work. He does have a motive, but it's still mysterious. When Sam Loomis met him, he was told that there was nothing left, no reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death, of good or evil, of right or wrong. He met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. He spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because he realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil. Michael's relentless pursuit of his victims with an unclear motivation makes him all the more menacing and unpredictable. However, this sort of mysterious motivation doesn't always hit the mark. Occasionally, I find it unsatisfying when a villain has no clear rationale. Kagami's mom is evil for shock value. That's the key term here. Shock value. She is a cheap, confusing shock value, not a fascinating, bewildering villain. How would I fix Kagami's mom? Give subtle hints throughout the series. Make her intelligible while keeping her overall mysterious. It all comes down to striking a balance between keeping the onlookers captivated while providing enough context for them to understand and connect with the villain on a deeper level. Anyway, Monarch visits Chloe to form an alliance. This is her chance to prove that she's a top-notch mayor, but instead of doing the right thing, Rebecca tells her to accept. The plan is, Chloe gets to have superpowers without looking like the supervillain. She gets akumatized, transforming into herself. Chloe says that anyone who opposes go to detention, which is what Ivan and Milen went through. Ladybug calls the golden Chloe statue ugly. Says the one who has the ugliest Miraculous outfit. Get the f*** out of here. Chloe banned the ice cream man from selling ice cream without a permit.
I don't need a permit to sell love in Paris!
First of all, you're not selling love. You're selling ice cream. If you want to sell love, work at a strip club. Second of all, if you are selling love, you need a permit. That's how it works. What you're doing is illegal. Yet Chloe is supposed to be in the wrong here? Yeah, she is in the wrong for being the mayor in the first place. Everything she's done so far are wrong. But specifically in this situation, she's right. Selling without a permit is illegal. It's against the law in most places on Earth, including where you're standing now. If you can't comprehend, go back to school, fat ass.
Savor it. It might be my last cone.
Good, now you can finally learn that operating a business without a permit is illegal. No matter who the mayor is, what you're doing is illegal. Biznatch! Biznatch! Chloe gives Marisu detention. Adrian looks for her and realizes she got involved with Chloe. Chloe tells him that she knows he is going to London. She's willing to keep it between them if he's eager to be deputy mayor. He refuses and goes to detention, where citizens are forced to walk in circles.
We're walking and going in circles!
Shut the f*** up, Andre. This is partly on you. This is what you get for not raising her well beforehand. Marisu and Adrian escape by transforming. Ladybug's lucky charm is a Speedo. Nice. The two stooges engage, but they got captured by turtle bubbles that relinquishes their powers. They're about to transform back in front of everyone. None of this would have happened if you wankers grew a pair when Monarch was out cold. Instead, the people grew a pair. After getting motivated, the two stooges grow up, meaning they can stay transformed as long as they want and can use their powers as many times as they want. For instance, Cat Noir can now cataclysm more than one time without recharging. Is that why Ladybug couldn't use her infinite creation powers back then? Because she hasn't grown up? Can she do it now? now, or maybe she can't. Maybe Alia did make a mistake. Maybe she never had and never will have infinite creation powers. Besides, the one who made that stupid book didn't have full knowledge of the Miraculouses. Perhaps neither do they. I think we'll be learning more about these things gradually. Does that mean MLB does not have this plot hole anymore? If this is true, then I'm so relieved, and I'm willing to accept that I was wrong the entire time. But, as previously mentioned, more problems exist notwithstanding. So what if I made a miscalculation all this time? There's still a lot of garbage present. Miraculous Ladybug is dreadful with or without this plot hole. Ladybug was about to give Chloe a magical charm, but Andre wants to correct his own errors. What exactly did Andre do? She was exiled, along with her mother. Not only that, her father disowns her and divorces Audrey. I don't even know if that's true. I heard there was a deleted scene, or it was implied. Maybe the disowning part is not true. Regardless, Andre is a pussy. As I said, he's the one who raised her, the one who made her like that. But only Chloe and her mom are damned? They do deserve it. But this he gets away scot-free. He's responsible for Chloe's attitude and her reign. Forby, he's been an egregious mayor for a long period of time. No repercussions? I know he doesn't have to directly experience penalization to be impacted by them, as he did feel guilty. Is that good enough? No, it doesn't make sense. He should be held accountable. Everyone knows he's responsible for Chloe. Everyone knows he's an awful mayor. Even he knows that. Why was he off the hook? Citizens are so happy that he did the right thing. Some argue that Andre exiling Chloe is not a cowardly move, but tough love. He knows he will not get any respect from Chloe, so exiling her would be fitting. It's like sending her to military school or juvenile hall, except those wouldn't fit. I'm sure many others have their own explications as to what happened here. It was never really shown. No matter what you say, no matter what you think happened, this is garbage in the end. Another one of the many double standards. As previously mentioned, the writers wanted me to feel bad for Andre and think that he's the hero. How? That's impossible! He's the one who spoiled Chloe to death, and he had absolutely no excuse to not do the right thing in the first bloody place. Look at how he immediately left office at the end of Collusion. Also, he divorced Audrey in this episode. It's true. What's his excuse for not doing that earlier? The straw has broken the camel's back? Sorry, I can't accept that. If that is the elucidation, then that gives me incentive to despise him. He started raising Chloe when she was a little kid. What's his excuse for spoiling Chloe to death and not being a responsible parent at the outset? He wanted to impress Audrey. Thank you for giving me more incentive to despise him. Am I really supposed to feel bad for this cocksucker? Were they seriously portraying him as the victim in this situation? You! I'm sick of MLB excusing a father when his daughter goes astray. If a daughter turns evil, it's her fault and the father's. He deserves as much blame, if not more, for neglecting his parental duties and failing to guide her down the right path. I'm not gonna paint this black and white. There are some instances where the daughter deserves more culpability than the father. But in this case, no. Stop coddling this so-called victimized father and start recognizing his role in creating a monster. Andre is a monster who belongs with his monster family. God, I hate this show. Thomas Astruc, if you really believe Andre deserves sympathy, if you believe he's the victim here, don't ever have children in your life. You would just blame your child and only your child if they did a bad thing, and you'd abandon them subsequently. I am not a real parent myself, I'll admit. Notwithstanding, I believe Andre is a terrible parent. You know why? Cause I have parents myself. Responsible, endearing parents who raised me well. I know a good parent when I see one. Andre is not a good parent. Never was. Accusing him is justified. You might be saying, Cyrus, how come you never called out Marinette's parents? I kept on forgetting they exist. I know. Now that I remember them, allow me to say it right now. Marisu's parents are probably not crummy persons, but they sure are abysmal parents for raising a psychopath. Hey, it's not their fault. Marisu kept it a secret. No, dude. Everyone knows she's obsessed. How come Marisu's parents didn't do anything? Did they really know or not? Anyhow, everyone suggests that Miss Bustier should be the new mayor. As soon as Adrian went home, Gabby forces him to go to the airport. He finally did tell Marisu during their last phone call. To be honest, Marisu looks like she's getting ready to celebrate Dia de los Muertos. The Mopheads have sold enough Alexa ripoffs. Now that their children are away from the madness combat, they will proceed. Right before they take off, Marisu, using her Mary superpowers, gave herself plot armor to go inside the airport to kiss Adrian for the first time, I think. I don't care. In the aftermath, Chloe called Marisu one last time only to be roasted, and Rebecca plans something. The episode is finally done. So after all that crap, I still can't seem to hate Chloe. Here's why. Whenever she does bad things, mispronounces democracy, acts dumb, whenever she becomes the worst person on earth, I don't see Chloe. I see Thomas Astruc. You know what I mean? This comment from this video said it best. Don't hate your characters. It will tell the audience more about you than anything else. He's made it so clear that Chloe is terrible. It's come to the point where I no longer see Chloe. I kept on being reminded of Thomas Astruc. I just kept on thinking to myself, oh, I get it. This is because Thomas Astruc planned this from the start. It's because Thomas thinks she's a terrible human being, blah, blah, blah. Imagine you're at a party and you're talking to someone who starts making fun of their friend right in front of said friend. That's how it feels when an author publicly announces that their own handiwork is terrible. It's immature and unprofessional. Why would you do that, Thomas? Why would you publicly announce that Chloe is a horrible human being? Why would you announce that a character that you made is a terrible person? Like, I don't already know that? Are you saying that I'm stupid? Huh?
No, you're just speaking for me! Like I ain't got the goddamn sense to speak for myself!
Is that it? Is that what you're doing? Are you sternly telling your audience what to think about your story and characters? If so, then I think we can all safely conclude that Thomas Astruc is a bad storyteller. The purpose of a storyteller is not to tell you how to think, but to give you questions to think upon. Thomas Astruc is nothing like that.
Duh, Chloe is garbage. Chloe is horrible. Chloe doesn't deserve to have a Miraculous. Remember, kids, Chloe is horrible, blah, blah, blah.
Tell me this, Thomas. Why am I wrong for liking Chloe back then? Why am I wrong for disliking what happened to her? Why am I wrong for having opinions on your creation?
Why should I be penalized because of your sloppiness?
Setting aside Thomas's Chloe tweets, this is garbage nonetheless. The reason why Collusion and this episode are tiring to watch is because of Chloe. Honestly, I can't believe I have to explain this, but apparently Thomas doesn't get it. Beating a dead horse is never a good thing for any story. It's lazy, unoriginal, and disrespectful to your clientele's insight. Let's say hypothetically, you're watching a movie where a certain plot point is repeated until you can practically recite it in your sleep. Is that what you call riveting entertainment, Thomas? Do us all a favor and put that dead horse to rest already. Your audience deserve better than to be fed the same nonsense. I really want to move on from Chloe because I'm tired of her. I'm tired of discussing the same crappy topic. I'm tired of experiencing the same garbage. I'm tired of repeating myself. Well, that's what happens when you're analyzing Miraculous. You're gonna repeat yourself over and over again because this stupid show keeps on making identical awful decisions, such as Ladybug and or Cat Noir not grabbing the Miraculouses when they had the perfect chances, the continuously transpiring double standards, the overwhelming amount of plot holes and inconsistencies, the glorification of awful behaviors, Marinette being a Mary Sue, and Chloe getting beaten like a dead horse. Thomas Astruc, can I just say, you had a good thing, you stupid son of a bitch. You had Chloe. You had a compelling character. You could have shut your mouth, kept your personal feelings to yourself, and continued with that so your show would have ended up being decent. It was perfect. But no, you just had to blow it up. You and your pride and your ego. You just had to be the perfect father for your imaginary daughter. If you've done your job, known your place, and realized Marinette isn't real, Miraculous Ladybug would have been fine right now. If Chloe is coming back in Season 6 as a main villain only to establish something that's already been established countless times, then this proves that Thomas Astruc is as immature as Chloe herself. He refuses to let go of what he's already finished. Unless this is all a big joke. Well, obviously that's not the case. Look at the atmosphere. Look at Marisu's facial expression. Listen to the music. It's very clear that this is meant to be taken seriously, but it's impossible to do so. How can you expect me to take this seriously when I'm sick of it? Fun fact, I was initially looking forward to what they were gonna do to Chloe. Considering that we've been getting the same thing with her, I thought maybe this time it'll be different. I was a fool. Instead of doing something new, they decided to repeat. Repeat as we've done before. Isn't that the definition of insanity? Yeah, Miraculous Ladybug is genuine insanity. Congrats, Thomas. Your show is officially 100% insane. The kind of insane that belongs in a mental asylum, not the kind of insane that entertains me. Anywho, that's the end of Revolution. Once more, it's Ladybug from Season 3. There was too much going on. The madness Chloe transpired, Ladybug and Cat Noir finally growing up, Adrian officially going to London, all topped with iniquity and a tiresome plot. 1 out of 10. It broke bad. Representation. The episode begins with Adrian, now in London, watching the news regarding Paris and the love of his life, Kagami.
How did I get into this mess?
Because you, for whatever reason, decided to love Marisu, not a normal girl. You would not consider this trip to London a mess if you would snap out of it already. I can never fathom that he loves Marisu because she kissed him while believing he's a wax statue. That's why he loves her. Tell me why! Tell me why! Kagami watches the news before being taken away by the prat who kidnapped her, spied on her, and made everyone disappear. She started to love him right away as if he didn't do anything heinous recently. Dude, Thomas Astruc excused not one but 2 stalkers. He painted both of them in a righteous light for spying on their love life. I refuse to believe that it's merely a coincidence. Thomas Astruc legitimately thinks stalking is not bad. What else could be the answer? Adrian refuses to give up on Marisu, so he transforms into Astrocat to fly all the way to Paris. It's a bad idea for Plague. How would you explain to Marisu that you made it all the way from London to Paris all by yourself? Adrian replied with a useless answer. He's gonna tell her he's Cat Noir. No, you won't. How many episodes has it been? And that still didn't happen. Marisu attends the dance, Gavin dance, despite Adrian's absence.
You are so brave.
If Marisu is brave, she would be admitting 2 things right now. She was crazy to stalk on Adrian, and she made up her backstory. Just admit it! Admit what you did!
Admit it! I did not do this! Shut up!
I won't cry. I won't cry.
Cry, little girl.
Felix and Kagami snuck into the party to find Marisu. Kagami's mom and Gabriel will never allow them to be together intelligibly. That's why they need Marisu's help. You might be asking, why would they need assistance from someone like her? They know she's Ladybug. In the episode Perfection, when Marisu was talking to Alia about her superhero life, Kagami overheard. Okay. Imagine if the worker from Whack Your Boss kissed his boss on the lips. It feels like a joke. Their relationship is barely developed. Their beginning was nonsensically forced. Without any logical development, a romantic kiss between 2 blighters will feel so awkwardly forced. That's how you perfectly describe Felagami. Or should I say reverse Adrianette. It's awkwardly forced. Felix disguises himself as Adrian to lure Marisu. It's working as she started to follow her natural instincts. I need more personal information on his new daily schedule in London. Felix went that way, but Mr. Garrison and Mr. Slave didn't see him. How?
Marinette, stop. You're just hurting yourself.
You have no right to say that, you bloody concubine. You were the one who's always forcing Marisu to love Adrian. You were legitimately hurting Marisu's mental health. So keep your f***ing mouth shut, you crazy old biznatch.
Crazy old biznatch.
Gabby found out they escaped, so he transforms into Night Tormentor to find his son. Cool name and cool redesign. His powers are giving nightmares. Simplicity at its finest. Cat Noir crashes the party after Night Tormentor crashes too. At long last, the father-son battle transpires. This is something I've been hoping for since The Collector. Who wouldn't want to see them fight one-on-one mano-a-mano? It's literally Luke versus Darth Vader, Ryu versus Akuma, Heihachi versus Kazuya, Jin versus Kazuya. Emotional, impactful, and classic. I have 2 problems though. Let's get the obvious out of the way. It's too late, I'm not interested anymore, blah blah blah. Problem number 2. Double standard. If I had a nickel for every single double standard Miraculous Ladybug has. A while ago, I kept on saying that Chloe's father is awful for raising her that way, and he deserves to go away with them, but he didn't. He wasn't even portrayed as the culprit in that situation. Only Chloe and her mom were the culprits. Andre is the innocent one. Fuck off. According to this show, the father is innocent if their child is broken. This fight scene from the same exact show says otherwise. As Cat Noir and Night Tormentor fight, they talk, establishing that Gabriel, the father, is the villain here. He is to blame for his poor son. To make matters worse, while this is happening, Reverse Adrianette showed Marisu the backstory of Felix and Adrian. It's a perfect parallel to this fight scene. I'm not intrigued anymore. And double standard. This backstory says child abuse is bad. Make up your mind, Miraculous! Is child abuse wicked or virtuous? It's like Miraculous Ladybug was so obsessed with taking down Chloe, they ended up glorifying bad things. Now that she's gone, they did a 180. Now they believe bad things are bad. Now they've taken their normal pills.
I mean, what the hell? There's no backsies. You can't just go back, can you?
No, you can't. Unless you want to make a TV show with an insincere moral compass. Good luck finding a target audience for that. Anyway, Night Tormentor shot Cat Noir. His nightmare is Cat Blanc 2.0. No, his name is not Cat Blanc, for some reason. The Suicide Squad rescued Cat Noir. The backstory ended as Night Tormentor was defeated. Felix takes Kagami back to London and they kissed. Get the out of my face! Cat Noir was about to spill the beans, but he changed his mind as his nightmare is still there since Ladybug didn't show up to the fight and she didn't perform Miraculous Ladybug. Cat Noir's nightmare gives him the motivation to never reveal himself to Marisu and to continue obeying his father. I knew it. I just knew it. I knew it wouldn't happen. I swear to God, I knew it wouldn't happen. The episode ends with Ladybug pounding thin air, foreshadowing the finale. Oh God, the finale. We're almost there. The epilogue shows that Adrian and Kagami are now in jail to keep them from escaping. Wow. Just wow. I'm speechless. Now that they're safe, Gabriel and Kagami's mom can finally begin. Representation is not as bad as the previous one since Thomas Astruc is not annoying the viewers with Chloe stuff anymore. Sucks nonetheless due to something I'm tired of mentioning. DS. I miss my DS. 4 out of 10, the second best. Confirmation, the final day part 1. Let us now talk about the finale. 1 score for 2. We start off with the ice cream man still selling ice cream without a permit. That should indicate how awful this will be. I'm kidding, maybe he has a permit now. Summer is now here, class is barely over, the election has begun, there are more tourists than ever, and the two stooges are in jail, in London. That means the mop heads can finally begin Operation Boogaloo. Gabriel becomes Night Tormentor again. He spreads nightmares all over the world. I forgot to mention, he reminds me of Sandboy, a weaker version of Sandboy, ironically. Instead of bringing nightmares to life, Night Tormentor gives nightmares. At least it's simple. You know, this is kinda similar to what he did in the season 4 finale. Last time Froggy made everyone take risks. Now Night Tormentor is giving everyone nightmares. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. In the upcoming finales that we'll see in the future, everyone, not just the main characters and side characters, will probably get involved in the plot.
The nightmare has begun.
And our wish to bring our children together can finally come true.
Is that what she wants? I still don't get it. Marisu's nightmare is saving Adrian at the cost of his father's life. She's now determined to save Adrian. She will pay Natalie a visit. As she gets out of the house, her parents and Alia all had nightmares, and they constantly experience visions. Elsewhere, Adrian has a nightmare where he became Anti-Cat, not Cat Blanc. Now that everyone's experiencing the nightmare virus, I'd like to call it the nightmare virus, the mop heads will release the antidote, a new application from the Alexa ripoff that can fix anxieties. Plague urges Adrian to transform to escape. He should not, there are cameras, but Plague took care of that. No more issues? No, Adrian still has a problem. Why does he not want to transform? I'll get to this later. Adrian tells Plague to choose a temporary Cat Noir, and he succumbed to asking Alexa to play Asking Alexandria.
Perfect alliance.
Once Marisu got to the Egress mansion, Tiki ate all of her snacks, including the bag. What a disgusting fiend. How old are you, Tiki? Yet you don't know manners? Natalie's nightmare is Gabriel winning. That's everyone's nightmare, dude. She tried to send a video to Adrian. She looks at her crossbow, knowing that there is only one thing left to do. Hunt down some rabbits to make a rabbit stew. Ladybug sneaks into Natalie's room, while Plague flies all the way to Paris. Gabriel suggests that they should move on to the next phase. Kagami's mom thinks they should wait a little longer, until enough peeps have installed the cure. Meanwhile, in Julika's place, the Suicide Squad is using the cure, excluding Milen.
I refuse to touch an object that was made without respect for the Earth's resources.
Okay, then leave. You're stepping on a boathouse that was manifested using resources from the environment. Or, you can shut the hell up. The mob heads begin phase 2, but Natalie distracts Gabriel to put an end to all of this right here, right now. Not earlier.
I can't let you do that. If you make the wish to bring her back, someone will have to go in her place. Emily would never have agreed to this.
Where have you been all my life? Why didn't you do this before when you knew that it's gonna lead to disaster? Biznatch! Biznatch! I must admit, this shot of Monarch as Natalie falls asleep is pretty badass. In the meantime, Ladybug, only Ladybug, discovers everything, including Monarch's secret identity. Oh, sweet Jesus, what a surprising twist that I already know! Ladybug texted Cat Noir as they need to fight him together to have a chance of winning. Don't give me hopes, man. Do what you do best. Keep on crapping on my face. Surprise, surprise, she did not send the text because the way I see it, Gabriel said something that Ladybug took personally. That's why she wants to take him down herself. Okay. Natalie warns Ladybug about Monarch's plan. She tells her to detransform and dies, or slips into a coma. Yeah, I don't feel bad for her. 'Cause I'm a bad, bad man! Ladybug must de-transform because the new application of the elixir ripoff has a catch. They turn humans into Cyclopsi by letting them watch Ladybug and Cat Noir kidnap Kagami and Adrian. These Cyclopses can track down Ladybug and Cat Noir thanks to Gabby's Cataclysm mark and the magical charm Ladybug gave him. Number 1. Natalie is so goddamn stupid. The first thing she could have said when she was talking to Ladybug is transform back before explaining. What was she thinking? Number 2. When did this moron get another magical charm? He destroyed his magical charm long ago, right? Where'd this come from? Let's talk about the design of these Cyclopses. They look nice. I'm a big fan of simple designs, but I honestly prefer them to have different body types because everyone has different body types rather than have them all look the exact same. Plague asks Alia to become Cat Noir, but she can't. She might get akumatized, and when she gets akumatized with Cat Noir's powers, you know how that ends. So Plague goes to Ladybug. Why? She has nightmares. She might get akumatized. Stay away from her! The Cyclopses found Ladybug at the Agrest mansion since Natalie is a slag. After she de-transforms, Plague and Monarch found her. Marisu then transforms into Bug Noir. Stupid name, but she looks nice. Inferior to Lady Cat, to be honest. Was that her name? Lady Cat? Cat? Whatever, let's get to part 2. Recreation, the final day part 2. Well, here we are, ladies. The final episode. The final episode is a metalcore song made by Asking Alexandria. It's a timeless masterpiece. Can't say the same for this garbage. It opens with Rebecca watching YouTube. Supervillains are emerging all around the world. Rebecca disguises herself to do something. We then cut to the final battle between Marisu and Gabriel. No Cat Noir. Meanwhile, the Suicide Squad saved Ivan. Meanwhile, in China, this girl turns into a monkey. Meanwhile, in a random beach, it is revealed that Grandmaster Su-Han has been training these wankers all along instead of going to the temple like he said. Meanwhile, Tornado from a different timeline tells them to help Ladybug and Paris. Jesus Christ! Give me a second. At least the wankers from the NYC special and the Shanghai special had movies of their own that explore and develop them, and it serve as reminders that they exist in this universe. They're not good movies, but they're better than nothing. These cockwombles learning Kung Fu from Grandmaster Su-Han had no build-up. This is such a sad attempt to give Carlos a purpose again. I guess they must have missed him. After getting rid of Carlos in Migration, because he's simply useless now, they gave him and his crew the Way of the Dragon from Su-Han, who they also got rid of. They revealed two things out of nowhere at the same time. How the f did they stumble upon Grandmaster Su-Han? Where the f did they meet? How did they meet? Where did Su-Han go to? Where did they go to? And why the f did he agree to teach them but not Ladybug and Cat Noir when he should have been in the first bloody place? Tell me why! What's the point of asking? There is no answer other than the writer said so. They did this only to give Carlos a raison d'etre out of pity. It's miserable. Anyway, the Cyclopses are attacking NYC, which is being protected by the Dollar Store Justice League. Wonder Female, Bat Female, Alita Battle Angel, Bird Girl, Charles Xavier, and... I don't know.
I will take back all of the Miraculous, one by one if I have to!
No, you won't. No, you freaking won't. Dollar Store Justice League, a dragon, and the Kung Fu concubines have arrived in Paris, while Ladybug and Monarch fight all the way down to Gabriel's underground lair, where Marisu discovered Emily. I find it funny that as they get to the underground lair, Marisu is looking for her yo-yo. Aren't you a grown-up Miraculous holder? Doesn't that mean you can do this now? As Marisu and Gabriel continue fighting, they discuss Adrian, who is not here. He should have been. Why else would they be discussing him? Isn't this kinda insulting to the fans of the show? I can't speak for everyone, but I think not having the son of the main villain in the final battle is... I don't get it. Let's recap. Why couldn't Adrian transform and escape in Confirmation? He is not in the right mind. He's too angry at himself for falling short of Marisu's love, at his father for sending him to London, at this stupid app and these rings that use his image. It makes him sick. This nightmare is giving him the feeling that if he transforms, he'll get akumatized and destroy everything with his cataclysm. Surely Ladybug can help, right? Well, if she will, he'd have to give her information that would jeopardize his secret identity, and he couldn't. He ultimately decided to let Plague choose a random person to be Cat Noir for now. First of all, Plague can disable cameras. He should be able to disable the entire security system then. Now open the goddamn door!
Now open the goddamn door!
Don't forget to take out the rest of the cameras in that place. Second of all, whether or not Plague can do that, I don't see why he can't transform to escape. His nightmare is scaring the f out of him, to the point where he doesn't want to transform as he might get akumatized. He's so scared. weird. Everyone else has nightmares. They all got the hang of it. What's his excuse? His nightmare is too scary in comparison. Plus, he's all alone. He can't deal with it himself. Let's take a look at this scene. The Suicide Squad saved Ivan. How? Don't they have the nightmare virus? Why weren't they motivated to not fight like Adrian? Isn't that how it works? Isn't that why Adrian couldn't escape? Let's take a look at the next scene. This girl who has multiple, should I say kwamis, has the nightmare virus. Her kwamis motivated and reminded her that nightmares aren't real and she's the chosen one or something. That's how she's able to fight. Grandmaster Suhan has the nightmare virus, but his disciples helped him. Master, don't let these nightmares overcome you. Wonder Female has the virus, but Bat Female actuated her to keep on fighting. Lastly, I hate to admit this, Nino made a good point when he and Alia rescued the principal.
Well, that just proves it was only a bad dream.
I think the solution is escape right now, Adrian. You will not be alone if you escape. By the time you're not alone, you can deal with your nightmare, as you will be prompted by Ladybug or any one of your friends, like everyone else. Hell, you can be prompted right now by Plague. Plague, why didn't you do anything to cheer him up? You're scared? You didn't look scared. You could have said, relax, dude, it's only a nightmare. It's not real. Don't worry. Monarch's not gonna get you. We'll find a way together. He could have done that. I know not everyone has the same reaction to their anxiety, and I know they can't predict Monarch's every move, but they really could have done anything. Anything at all. Instead of giving up immediately. That's the thing. They gave up immediately without trying. This goes for Alia too. She was about to be Cat Noir, but she instantly gave up. A while ago, she was fending off her negative emotions by denying what Ladybug did. She knows Ladybug, she would never do that, blah blah blah. So why can't she transform? Her nightmares might give her negative emotions? For fuck's sakes, Alia, be consistent with your knowledge. If you can decipher that this isn't real, you should decipher that your nightmares aren't real. They're nightmares. They're not real. Biznatch.
You called her Biznatch?
Why couldn't you transform? Why couldn't Adrian escape to join the final battle and learn the gospel of his mother family? Tell me why! It's risky, Cyrus. Don't you remember? He's a Centimonster. Gabriel might control him and become his ally. Then tell me this. Why didn't Adrian get hypnotized when he was clearly being controlled by the ring? He can actually resist them? He should have no problem standing up to his father, especially if he's beside Ladybug or any one of his friends who can most definitely activate his fighting spirit to resist nightmares and the rings. Since most individuals can resist nightmares and he can resist the rings, right? You can resist them? You biznatch! Biznatch! Bottom line, Adrian staying put makes no sense. That brings us to my conclusion. Adrian did not escape and Alia didn't become Cat Noir because the writers told them to, in order to give the main protagonist all the glory. Damn, they sacrificed a main character and another one to make her look like the best thing ever. In my opinion, this is Ladybug's biggest Mary Sue moment. Yeah, I'd argue that it's much bigger than her made-up flashback in derision. So let me summarize. The writers, predominantly Thomas Astruc, are so obsessed with Ladybug, they make the story and characters bust a gut for her a lot of times throughout the show. They gave her a backstory out of nowhere, not to make sense, but to shield her from any criticism. And she got all the glory, and all of the spotlights are pointed at her during the epic final battle with the main villain, without her partner, who is her equal and his son. Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Ladybug. How could they do this when it doesn't make any sense? Simple. Mary Sue. I have never seen such a Mary Sue protagonist in my life. Yes, I've seen Disney Star Wars, but this? This is genius. If they wanted to purposely make a Mary Sue protagonist, congratulations. You have made the Mary Sueist Mary Sue in the history of Mary Sues. She's possibly as much of a Mary Sue as Lieutenant Mary Sue herself from A Trekkie's Tale. Hope you're proud of yourself, Thomas. Even when you put this aside, this finale is lamentable. I mean, my god, the bad things I'm about to mention makes Cat Noir's sideline irrelevant. As Mary Sue came one step closer to victory, she started reasoning with Gabriel. She showed him Emily's video.
I just can't live without her. I love her so much.
You cannot be serious.
You cannot be serious!
Are you seriously trying to get me to sympathize with this lunatic? Is that what's happening right now? I thought we're way past this, Thomas. You made an episode that explains why reasons don't mean shite. So what if you have a reason? You still did bad things. You're still a bad person. You don't deserve sympathy.
The pain is still real.
That seems fair, until you pulled off the opposite of fair. Thomas Astruc is saying what Rose was saying in derision. How ironic. She was meant to be wrong, right? Don't be mad at Gabriel. He's this way because his wife died. God. When will you learn, Thomas? When will you learn that this moron is not sympathetic? How is that so hard to perceive? You're the one who made derision. You're the one who made revelation. You're the one who kept on telling us to not sympathize with a teenage brat. Yet you want us to sympathize with a grown-ass man who is literally the root of all evil in Miraculous Ladybug.
I mean, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm really asking.
Nothing. I'm sorry.
Just to add insult to injury, Marisu trusted Gabriel. She hoped that they'd work together to make things better, resulting in the universe's doom.
Are you actually this stupid?
I've said this many times. I love it when characters deal with consequences when they deserve it, but sometimes that's not enough. Even though she got what was coming, I'm still wondering what the fuck she was thinking. Marisu is known to be trustworthy, but if she's willing to trust Gabriel, then she should have trusted Lila, or Chloe, or Gary.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was hanging out in the girls' dorm. Silly me.
Gabriel is a freaking monster who's been terrorizing Pari for years or months. He is why supervillains exist in this country. How Pari got destroyed, how many people got akumatized, how Chloe conquered Pari, etc. So why did you do that, Marisu? Forgot your normal pills? Huh? Of course, you always forget them, you stupid motherfucker! Repercussions serve as development for characters. It helps them learn. But if they're being gormless for no good reason without learning anything afterwards, it's frustrating to see them suffer the consequences when it doesn't serve any purpose other than to waste time and piss me off. Considering the previous episodes, she should have known better by now. But from what I can tell, Marisu hasn't learned anything. She is a pathetic junkie. Too stupid
To understand and follow simple rudimentary instructions. Too stupid to
After she trusted Gabriel like the concubine she truly is, he stabbed her in the front and makes his wish using Tiki and Plague. He commands them to show themselves. Now we get to see the true forms of Tiki and Plague. They look nice, as well as their fusion, known as, the Kwame of reality. Why didn't they fly away like last time? It's pointless. Plague and Tiki are supposed to be revealed first, before someone can make a wish? In Deflagration, Gabriel didn't ask them to. Why? Tell me why? Before he makes the wish, he asked Marisu the most bullcrap thing ever.
Make sure that Adrian never knows about the villain that I was, but instead, that he remembers the times I tried to be a good father.
Why shouldn't Adrian know everything you've done? It's all for the best? Similar to Norman telling Peter not to tell Harry?
Peter. Don't tell Harry.
I'd argue that that's not an upstanding idea. You said it yourself, Marisu. Adrian has made peace with his mother's death. He's not living in the past. He has a whole life ahead of him. Then he should be able to make peace with the gospel. He did feel pain when Emily died, and he might feel so much pain if he'll learn about Gabriel's evil doings, but that's the thing. Pain is a natural part of life. When we ignore our pain, it tends to resurface later on in more intense ways. Instead of ignoring pain, we should acknowledge it, learn from it, and allow ourselves to heal in a healthy way. Trust me, if you tell Adrian the truth, it won't be as painful as hiding it. If you are gonna hide it, and then he somehow twigs his father's evil doings and that he was lied to all this time, he will be a supervillain because of you. Maybe that's the point. In Season 6, Adrian will become a supervillain who will come after Marisu. Thought-provoking concept, but please, for the love of God, don't you dare make me feel bad for Gabriel. Don't you dare expect me to give him my sympathy. He was never a good father. He was neglectful, abusive, controlling, and downright evil. To top it all off, during his last few days, he forced Adrian to stay put in a white chamber that could drive him insane. It's true. He has no right to conceal all his crimes from his own son. Dodgy biznatch. This makes me believe that all of this is not and never was about Adrian, nor Emily. It's all about Gabriel. He may be the worst father in fictional parenthood, worse than Walter White. Fight me. Gabriel may think he's fooling everyone, but the truth is undeniable to anyone with half a brain. He's an evil father who couldn't care less about his son's well-being, let alone his wife's desires. There's just no way he loves Emily and Adrian. If he does, he will tell Adrian everything and move on from Emily's death. But no, this spineless excuse for a man doesn't have the courage to do the right things. It takes a special kind of cowardice to deny someone the truth they deserve, just to protect your own sorry ass. The audacity of this despicable creature makes my blood boil. Gabriel is the worst. Unsurprisingly, the show doesn't want me to think of him that way because he's somehow sympathetic at the end of the day. Burn in hell, Gabriel-san. So, what was the wish Gabriel made? All he said was read my heart and read my soul. I am completely clueless. I'm not even sure if he's the winner here or Marisu. It's almost as if this was meant to be open to interpretation because of how unclear it is. Honestly, that's awesome. For the first time ever. Or maybe one of the few times. Miraculous Ladybug became artistic. Nah, we are invalid if we decode this in our own ways. Someone on Twitter asked Thomas about this. They replied with their own interpretation. Thomas said, nope. You're missing the point of Gabriel's story. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't lie, Thomas. Don't you lie. Because you know what happens to liars? We kick them in the balls! Since there is a correct exegesis, then why did you have to make it so vague? Better yet, why did you have to say that, Thomas? This is another proof that he's not a good storyteller. He keeps on telling us what to think. That's not how art works, Thomas. That's not how art works. Well, Cyrus, if you were Thomas Astruc, how would you answer their question? Either ignore or tell them my interpretation. I'm allowed to have one as well as my viewers. That's how you play the game. If you're gonna keep telling us what to think, don't make a story. Make an instructional video or a video essay. Yeah. Anyway, I don't exactly know what his wish was. This episode is called Recreation. I'm assuming he destroyed the galaxy and recreated it. Dude, I'm actually wrong if I come to my own evaluation. Tell me what you did, Gabriel. Tell me what you did! It doesn't matter because without a doubt, I can honestly say this is the worst finale in Miraculous history. Hero's Day was average, and it's unfortunately the best finale we got. Miracle Queen was appalling, Strike Back was abominable, Recreation made every other finale look like masterpieces. But wait, we're not done yet. After that nonsense, we cut to a scene where Adrian's sleeping and Marisu woke him up by kissing him, like how Prince Philip kissed the Sleeping Beauty. But the genders are reversed. Oh my lord, that is so groundbreaking. Miraculous Ladybug is truly innovative, I tell you what.
I tell you what.
Everyone's having a fun time, including Emily. Emily? Or her sister? That's her sister, I think. They watched the news regarding Miss Boustier's contribution to society as the new mayor. She proposed a new law that made Paris eco-friendly. Don't take more from the earth than what it can give us. Distribute its riches equitably, and don't pollute more than what it can recycle. She has also removed the need for cars. Oh no. It's true that cars have done a lot of harm, such as accidents, mostly caused by drunk drivers, air pollution, traffic, Pixar's downfall, etc. But saying that we should just get rid of cars from society is kinda dead from the neck up. The solution is not that simple, dude. You can't just erase them. If you were to erase cars, which you did, what are you gonna tell the people who worked hard to buy their own cars? Hey babies, I know a lot of you have cars, but we're gonna get rid of them. I don't care that you've lost a lot of money. We should all prioritize eco-friendliness over everything, including your life savings wasted on cars. Maybe she gave them their money back when she told them cars need to go. Wow, that must have been a lot of government money utilized. To think she pulled this off in a few weeks. I'm not kidding. How the fuck did she do this in a few weeks? Was that Gabriel's wish? Speaking of Gabriel, they made a statue in honor of him by recycling the remaining Alexa ripoffs. Gabriel, a child abuser, is now known as a hero who helped stop Monarch. A child abuser got a redemption.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
I'm not exaggerating, dude. Gabriel is, or was, by definition, a child abuser. He fits the description so well, yet he's honored as a hero. If I see Gabriel again in season 6,
I'm gonna get him! I'm gonna shit him! And I'm gonna throw his hide from a heavy bag! Every time I hit him, it'll be like a lesson to myself. You never trust the people that you love!
now let's get to what she did to the education system. Keep in mind, this is my opinion. Since everyone's been complaining about the school system, Miss Bustier did what they dreamed of. In this new school, there will be no classes or struggling to get good grades. Children of all ages will be able to intermix and freely access all kinds of activities. They'll be able to try their hands at everything, learn at their own pace, and help each other until they figured out what they want to do later in life. Students learning anything they want whenever they want is, in my opinion, a good thing. I've always wanted that to be true in the Philippines, but my concern with this is she got rid of the grading system. Granted, grades have done a lot of damage. They've become a primary source of stress, anxiety, and shame. Growing up, I often get into so much trouble and felt so worthless as a human every time I got bad grades. To think I felt like I didn't need to exist, all because I got bad grades. I eventually resorted to cheating. The pressure to achieve high grades often leads to cheating, unhealthy competition, and a focus on memorization in lieu of deep understanding. Grades can often limit creativity because students may feel coerced to prioritize grades instead of exploring their own unique ideas. So Miss Bustier got rid of grades. The problem with that is students will not get any kind of feedback to their performance. How will they know if they've done a good job or not? Maybe the real test is when they finally get to work. I'm sorry, but that's horse crap. Assessments should take place within the school, not the workplace. Isn't that what school is for? Learning and preparing for the future by getting good grades?
Well, I think that the purpose of going to school is to get good grades.
While I'm happy that students get to learn anything since that's a great motivator for them, there needs to be some sort of feedback to their performance. At least give them one test before they get their job. But no, the only thing kids will get here is learning. She turned the school into a freaking library, which is fine. Libraries are wonderful in general, but if that's how the entire school system works, then it's pointless. What's the point of enrolling when you can always do what you do in school at a library or at home? At home, I get to learn anything I want on the internet, and I get no grades in return. There is no difference between that and going to this school. Well, then how are you gonna get a job, Cyrus? Don't ask me, ask Miss Bustier. That's something she didn't mention. How does graduation work? Will there even be graduations? Do you even give diplomas? How will students get their jobs? How will students graduate when there are no classes nor grades to tell them that they're worthy? How will you manage to do that?
Answer me!
Fuck you, Miss Bustier. I can't believe I used to simp for you. She's a repugnant mayor. She's similar to Chloe, a person who is too inexperienced to be mayor, except she's ethical and she's not young. Still a repugnant mayor. She needs to be overthrown. I suggest a revolution. I'm not claiming I'd be a better mayor than Miss Bustier. I'm saying I hate what she's done. I really, really do. The bad outweighs the good, and Miss Bustier is a biznatch.
They called her Biznatch! Ah!
Marisu and Adrian have a talk. Adrian says, when Ladybug gave it to me, she told me how my father helped her to defeat Monarch. You really don't want to tell him, huh? Or, this is Gabriel's wish. Recreate his godforsaken reputation. In this universe, he is a hero and nobody's lying because Gabriel's evil doings never happened. That's the wish. Dude, of course that's not true. Gabriel's evil doings happened in this universe. It's still the same universe. Marisu remembers everything. Therefore, she is garbage. I'm no expert in relationships, but who would want to be with someone who lies to you about everything, especially about your own father? Ironically, she's a bigger liar than Rebecca. The two of them kissed, and that's still not the end of this episode. Oh, get me out of here already. Putting aside my forfeiture, I can never see this as something that's well-earned and well-deserved. Whenever I look at this, I see a person who loves it when he's being kissed while pretending to be a wax statue, and a lying, wax statue-kissing, victimized stalker. I hate it more than myself. Marisu makes some miracle boxes for the Kwamis. However, there is no butterfly Miraculous. She looked everywhere, but it was nowhere to be found.
But whatever happens, we'll be ready.
We? Who's we? There is no we.
On the contrary, Mr. White, this is the we. Now that Monarch is dead, these wankers can now around with Miraculouses. Remember this video I made long ago? It aged very well. 1. Rena Rouge sucks. I hate Alia, and I always will. 2. This is not how you do it, bro. This is how you make superheroes, not superhero characters. Besides Ladybug, Cat Noir, and Rena Rouge, these Muppets are not superhero characters because they have
nothing!
They are
no one!
What makes Spider-Man or Batman so marvelous? It's not only their abilities or intellect, it's their characters. Peter Parker deals with everyday problems alongside his crime-fighting dude duties. Bruce Wayne fights crime and tries his best not to end up like his enemies. It gives them depth and dimension. These tossers, on the other hand, fall flat, as they barely have character-driven elements. They're not characters, they're merchandise. Hey, why is Felix here? He violated Marisu, helped Gabriel win, made everyone disappear, kidnapped Kagami, stalked on Kagami, transformed out in the open. This video said it best. How is he a part of the team after that? Mean people don't and never will deserve a Miraculous, right, Thomas? Chill out, Cyrus. Felix did awful things long ago. Get over it. Mean people don't and never will deserve a Miraculous. And he exposed his identity in public. Get off the toilet!
Get off the toilet!
Also, can you believe that Ladybug and Cat Noir still haven't revealed themselves to each other? Tell me why! The epilogue shows that Rebecca has the Butterfly Miraculous. She will be the next Hawkmoth in Season 6. But I put a stop to her using a portal to transport into this world, preventing any more episodes from happening. And that's the end of the Season 5 finale of Miraculous Lady Slag. What can I say other than what everyone's been saying? This finale is utter garbage. Even the longtime fans of Miraculous are saying this is ghastly. There's not one person that says, this finale wasn't that bad. As far as I know, everyone hates this finale. Everyone, except maybe the ones who made it. But for me personally, it sucks. In the realm of Miraculous Ladybug, there's always dismay. This final episode is a horrendous display, an anticlimactic end that's painful to bear. It got everyone disappointed, lost in despair. The story that unfolded so thrilling, so grand, fizzled away like hourglass sand. The heroine we loved with no proper send-off. Her ultimate battle, a mere brush-off. Tales of ladybugs and no black cats galore, fighting evil with grace they adore. But this season finale is an unforgivable sin, the worst execution, a bitter chagrin, a lackluster finale that left us cold. No grand revelations, no secrets told, a promise of suspense, a final showdown, shattered like a fragile crown. The heroes so vibrant with powers unique, reduced to mere merchandise. So weak. So weak. Their struggles, their journeys all brushed aside, a rush to the ending, a low ball to pride. For the fans who invested their hearts and souls, their disappointment multiplies with unpaid tolls. As a bonus, let's discuss Action, a special episode that promotes the well-being of our precious environment. If you don't know, Thomas Astruc is dedicated to saving the environment. As far as I know, he made one episode where the main plot is this topic. This not being one of them, because he was not involved in this project in any way. In spite of that, he wants to save Mother Nature, which is alright. I have a theory. This explains why he is so terrible when it comes to storytelling. He's so focused on the safety of Earth, he forgot how to make a decent story. Thomas Astruc is an environmentalist, not a storyteller. But hey, that's just a theory. I don't even watch that guy's content, yet a part of me is missing him a lot. I don't know why. By the way, Action takes place before the finale and before Andre left office. I'm reviewing this now as a bonus because even though this is technically canon, Action is not indispensable. In fact, this is meant to raise awareness of plastic pollution. Action was made with the participation of the Foundation. This was released on MyTF1 Max, Disney+, Netflix, and for free on the Foundation's website, along with free educational resources and lesson plans for primary teachers. Nevertheless, we gotta talk about this cause why the hell not? I need some sort of relief. We begin with the two stooges driving to Julica's place. Nino, not Milen, explains that plastic is a huge problem. It doesn't decompose, so all the plastic ends up everywhere, including the sea, which will lead to the ocean if mankind doesn't take action. They turn Julica's house into an ecological water treatment plant. It didn't last long, so they find another way. Either talk to Gabriel, or they visit the root of all evil. Marisu's house. Then the top of the social ladder where they meet the man behind the magic. Colonel freaking Sanders? His catchphrase is plastic is Kentucky Fried Chicken. They blarney Mr. Sanders to stop plastic pollution by changing the materials used to make these plastic fans. Surprise, surprise, he denies cause plastic makes him rich.
If I could, I'd be plastic myself.
You already are made of plastic, you piece of plastic shite. Miraculous is known to have a lot of cliche villains. For me, Colonel Sanders takes the whole cake. He might be the most cliche out of all Miraculous villains. He's a businessman who loves money more than anything.
Ha! Never heard that one before.
At least his motivation makes sense, something that rarely happens in Miraculous nowadays. He's boring with all.
The world won't change without us and you, Mr. Plastic. Mr. Plastic. King I mean, Mr. Plastic.
Shut up!
The Suicide Squad go to the mayor, Gabriel Grest, and the news anchor woman to stop plastic apocalypse. None were successful, so they take action themselves.
By hacking the news broadcast! Oh, for sake!
If you think this is the solution, then you're no better than the ones who are destroying the environment with plastic. Why not simply, I don't know, post on social media? It might not get that much attention, Cyrus. Okay, fine, break the law. That's a much better plan. There doesn't seem to be any other way. Remember, kids, don't stop saving the environment, but you shouldn't do it at the cost of breaking the law, as opposed to these criminals. But Ladybug's merry superpowers made everyone agree with their message. Yeah, that's right. Instead of holding them accountable for transgressing, they agree. Nadia, whatever happened to Mr. Plastic is the only source of income I got? Thomas Astruc or not, Ladybug cannot help being herself. A Mary freaking Sue. Colonel Sanders gets akumatized. He transforms into king of fried chicken. Oh wait, no, it's Popeyes. Changed my mind. His design is mid. His powers are paralyzing folks before turning them into plastic. Fun fact, this is the only episode in season 5 where Ladybug, Cat Noir, and Monarch do their transformation sequence. That's weird. At the same time, nostalgic. Why did they stop doing this? After defeating Colonel Sanders, he changed his heart after tasting his own medicine.
I don't want to be responsible for the problem anymore.
That's an extremely weird way of apologizing, mate. Was he even asking for forgiveness? I suggest either say sorry genuinely or don't say sorry at all. You can apologize without saying sorry. Just make a good change. Seriously, dude. You shouldn't have said that. You make me want to throw a tomato at your face. The awareness was spread and many mortals helped stop plastic pollution. The end card is Mary-Sue with these 3 knobheads on her side, who only had 1 scene in this episode. Action is boring. I get that it was made for education purposes. They could have done it in a more entertaining way, and a better way. The Suicide Squad attained their mission by committing a crime. Wow, now I know why I call them the Suicide Squad. Can't wait for students to learn this. I know we tend to do wrong things for the right reasons, because sometimes that's the only way. In this situation specifically, there are literally other possible options. Upload to social media. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with hacking the news broadcast? Oh, shut the hell up! Nathless action is ironically
the best
compared to the rest of season 5. 5 out of 10. Popeyes. So that was Miraculous Ladybug Season 5. I'm gonna stick by my initial opinion. This is the worst season so far. It is one of the most atrocious pieces of media I've ever had the displeasure of consuming. From the first episode to the last one, I kept on begging for mercy. No human soul deserves this crap. It needs to rot in hell. Now, Miraculous Ladybug rotting in hell would be an insult to hell itself. Hell deserves better than Miraculous Ladybug. I swear, there's not one episode that I liked unironically. Each installment pissed me off. Evolution ripped out my belly button. Multiplication is Alia's worst episode. Destruction reminds me of Evolution, but way better, that's not saying much. Jubilation is uninteresting. Illusion makes me want to burn Nino to a crisp. Determination is bollocks. Passion is boring. Reunion is indeed a waste of time. Fellatio plays with my heart and I hate it. Transmission and deflagration wasted my time. Perfection is unfathomably annoying. Migration is hilariously dull. Derision is from a different TV show. Intuition's breath kicks. Protection sucks. Adoration is boring. Emotion is a bad fever dream. Pretension is Felix's worst episode. Revelation is hypocritical. Confrontation is profuse. Collusion is humdrum. Revolution is monotonous. Representation is contradictory. Lastly, Confirmation and Recreation took my breath away. And action is the best. Each character pissed me off. I'm gonna say it now. I have no more favorite characters. That's how bad Miraculous has gotten. Mary-Sue is a passable main protagonist with some Mary-Sue moments turned into a full-on Mary-Sue. I don't mean to brag, but this tweet I made long ago aged like fine wine. Marinette is a Mary-Sue forever and ever, amen. Adrian. It's incredible how I went from insulting him to downright feeling sorry for him. No, I don't want to feel sorry for someone who doesn't make sense. What the hell happened to this bozo? I don't know. I never will know. After crying like a baby for Ladybug's attention, he suddenly switched teams like how Johnny Craig switches bands every 5 seconds. It makes no sense. Adrian falling in love with Mary-Sue out of nowhere in season 5 made his entire arc in season 4 100% pointless. Almost as if that's not the same Adrian. Seriously. Duh, I love Ladybug. Never mind, I love Mary-Sue. For some reason. As for their friends, I hate all of them. They are obnoxious, hypocritical friends, all led by the evil mastermind, Alia Shazer. Natalie could have put a stop to Gabby's plan. Gabby will never earn my forgiveness because it's impossible, he's dead now. Miss Bustier destroyed society. Kagami has lost the plot. Her mom is worthless. Felix is another excused psychopath. In a nutshell, I hate everyone. I hate everything! All of them can go suck my dick. Grayson is my favorite Robin. Or is it Damien? Yeah, it's Damien. Ladybug may not have infinite creation powers, but that alone cannot save this masterpiece of shite. Nothing can save Miraculous Ladybug at this point except a reset button, if ever possible. In conclusion, Season 1, guilty pleasure. Season 2, pretty good. Season 3, see you in hell. Season 4, get bent. Season 5, ruined my life. This season of Ladybug is such a shame. Seems to be deprived from its miraculous flame. From start to finish, a disaster it seems. The show I once loved have shattered my dreams. The plot so riveting and clever, transformed into a mess forever and ever. Characters reduced to mere shadows of old. Their stories abandoned, left untold. Gone is the charm, the magic, the laughter, replaced with confusion, strife, and disaster. Where is the balance, the friendship that's true? All I see now is disappointment going through. The villains lack depth, their motives unclear. Always was and forever will be, I fear. The tension dissolved, the battles mundane. I've lost all hope. The show's just not the same. The insanity I've endured, so tired I feel. Miraculous Ladybug is a chaotic ordeal. Season 5, what a ride, filled with twists and turns. It took away my breath. I long for respite. My body yearns. The chaos it unfolds, like a hurricane it sweeps. Fragmented my mind. In a jumble it leaps. Oh, Ladybug, why do you bring me such strife? I need a moment to reclaim my life. I want to lie down, to escape this madness, to find a serene town where tranquil thoughts can soothe my mind. In the chaos of Ladybug, I'll leave it all behind. So let me take a break from the unpredictable world that Thomas creates. For stillness and calmness, I'll find solace so pure, rejuvenating my spirit, restoring my composure. At last, I'll lie down, breathe in deep, hoping for tranquility and a peaceful sleep. Then I'll be watching other TV shows. Maybe The Owl House? Who the hell knows? At this point, there is no in-between when it comes to Miraculous Lady Slag. You either hate this show, or you're wrong. Why are you still here? Aren't you already convinced that this season is garbage? Haven't I already provided enough evidence? Well, since you're here, we might as well just hang out. 101. This doesn't seem right. What doesn't seem right? No, this does seem right. Their heroes are fighting villains. That's right. What's so wrong about this? Oh no, this satellite isn't abandoned at all. It's not the Injustice Gang's satellite. Then where are we? What's going on? What happened to you? I don't know. Something's wrong with me. Batman was right. We were set up. Get to man. We will know what to do. I'll stay here and protect Cyborg. You go help the others. Flash and Aquaman are up ahead, and it looks like... Yeah. Make that Flash fiction. Whatever. Maybe they need help from Invincible. Get him, Invincible! The thing about Invincible is he really lives up to his name. He's invincible. He cannot be damaged. He cannot lose any health. Which is awesome. I never thought I would see the day. Yeah, I never thought I would see the day that Invincible would live up to his name. The day my brother would lower himself by working with scum such as... whatever. Cyborg is injured back down the hall. Lily is protecting him, but I would feel much safer if one of you could help. One of us can stand guard here while the other assists you. How is he still... I guess they're both invincible. Select either Aquaman or Flash. Eeny, meeny. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You're either a girl or a hoe. Alright, you. Feel the speed force. You're always so quick to violence, Bats. Oh, what a coincidence. I just chose the quickest superhero ever. Don't just sit there, get out there and get them. Who's gonna get out? Oh, take them all. Okay, let me just... Acha! What up? Wait, isn't that how you attack? Letter F? Yeah. Invincible, where are you? I can't summon him again or else I'll lose points. There. Now let me grab this. Aren't you done? Get away. Destroy this thing. Face me, Joker. Sorry, Bats. He was referring to Joker. If you want Mr. J, you gotta get through me. Why'd you have to lock... What? Maxwell, I've seen those cupcakes before. They're explosive. No crap. You need to take them out before somebody gets hurt. How do I should just pick them up, or... Oh my god. Oh my god, no. Biznatch. Oh god. Come on. Oh please. Oh god. I don't even know what's gonna happen if I miss one. I guess they just do some damage and that's it. It doesn't kill everyone, so whatever. Oh, I lost my wings. Why are you after me? Go after Batsy. Hey, go after Batsy. He's your target. I'm not your target. Right? Yeah. Oh, Bats, that hurts. Don't you know how to treat a lady? You call yourself a lady? Who's hitting on my Really? I never really thought about you complimenting Harley and referring to her as your favorite girl, since you are, you know, insane. Take him down. But you don't want me to kill him, right? Who should I summon? I guess I'll go with... Nah. I'll just go with a weapon. What kind of weapon? Hey, look, Batsy, a gun! Look at this! You like this, Bruno? I am shooting him with a... Oh, I'm all out. What do I have here? A giant sword. A giant sword. Fine. What? Why am I... Oh my god! God, my love. My love. I think I'm almost dead. No? Alright, I'm gonna kill him right now. Check me out, Batsy. I'm killing someone. I had him. What? You wanted to kill him? That's so out of character, bruv. Batman. But thank you. So, where are we? What's going on? I don't know. The tech on this ship is clearly alien. Maybe lanterns, rings. I was recording this place. Agreed. If anyone would know, the Guardians of the Universe would. You two go on ahead through that passageway on the left. I'll stay here and see if I can... Whatever. What the hell? That's a lot of... come any closer and I will end you, boy. Sinistro's back. And he's brought friends with him this time. 9 on 3 aren't the worst, blah blah blah. Let's go! Choose one of those powers. Eeny. You know, red is my favorite color, so I might as well go with red. Once equipped, blah 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 blah. Bird, oh! Give me a second. I don't even know who I'm supposed to fight. Wait. Let me just... who am I supposed to fight? How about I just stand still? I'm here if you need me. Is that Ultron? Wait, who's Ultron? Where's my chamomile tea? Oh. I guess they got it under control. Maybe they need help from Superboy. Regular. What? He can fly? I thought Superboy can't fly. Well, yes, he can with Lex Luthor's help, but is that Superboy after he accepted Lex Luthor as a friend? Did I just got spoiled, or am I wrong? Defeat the Sinestro Corps. The attention shifted to Sinestro himself, with the Sinestro Corps defeated. I guess you really didn't need my help. Yeah. I just... I could have had the chance to play a video game while... Wait, there's still one more. Hey, thanks for that. I owe you guys one. I doubt Sinestro will be going anywhere for a while. Can you use your ring to access OA's records? We all need them, blah blah blah. Nothing, doesn't exist. Maxwell, there seems to be a ventilation shaft on port side of the structure. It appears Superman is through there and could use your help. Why? He's Superman. Oh, what the hell? Drones activated kryptonite nanobots. How I missed my suit. Superman, are you okay? I'm fine. You won't be fine once my kryptonite nanobots make you bow to me. Think you can back me up? Kill the little green Lex bots. How hard can it be? Yeah, let me just summon Omni-Man. I didn't create him. I'll go with another Superboy. This time... Is Pre-52 evil, or...? There. Oh, great. What am I gonna do? Oh, I know. I'm gonna use a gun. Take this, biznatch. Oh god. Oh god. Now back down. I got a gun. Ah! Where have you been all my life? Back up, man. I got a gun. I can hold off Luthor, help Wonder Woman defeat Chatwoman. I mean, Cheetah Woman. Cheetah Girl. I forgot her name. Come on, just one shot to the head and that's it. Using a gun is so easy when it comes to fighting enemies. Come on. Face me. Aren't you gonna face me? No? Cheetah is down. Oh, her name is Cheetah. Just Cheetah. Okay. Now help Superman defeat Lex Luthor. Okay, let's use another Superman. Superman. Kingdom Come, I guess. Here. Get him. Get him, you old kook. This is gonna take a while. Machine pistol. My brother said that this gun won't be allowed in the game because they want it to be kid-friendly. Oh, surprise, surprise. This gun is in the game. Hey, why are you attacking me? Together at last. We're fine. The lift is operational. I've located Superman. We need to regroup. Maxwell, I'm teleporting Starbrick and myself up there. Okay. Where are we? I know this place. It's... Enough! Oh! She seems so happy when Okay. It's Brainiac. He's completed the globe. This conflict is no longer necessary. Okay. Pussies. We have to stop him before he gets rid of all us. Or maybe you can do it yourself. Quick, grab the globe. By the goddess. Wait, what happened to Superman? As we said, this conflict is no longer necessary. But if you're here, who's fighting Superman? That's what I'm asking. King? What the? And now, children of magic, it is time for you to leave. Of course. Maxwell, listen. To stop all of this is to think outside of this. Children of magic? And you included Batman? He... A pair of children and a malfunctioning cybernetic half-man pose no threat to our plans. The cyborg played his part perfectly, delivering you and your globe directly to us. Feeding him false information was a simple task that even Doppelganger and Deathstroke could pull off. Is that supposed to be an insult? You hacked Cyborg. There was no other option after Doppelganger's incompetence. Hey, I tried my best to help you. Correct. Which was insufficient. Why go through all this trouble, Brainiac? Ever since that starlight appeared on my ship, I knew its power could unlock a great secret. The greatest secret. What is it then? The secret of the multiverse? You mean like Earth 2? Actually, there are 52 universes, each of them with a Brainiac as absolutely perfect as we. When you two came to this world, you brought an incredible power with you, and by using this device in front of me, this mother box, I can harness the true power of your starlights and your globe. That power now enables us to open a portal. Okay, will you stop monologuing or I'm gonna kick your ass? Portals to other universes, to other Brainiacs, and as the portal remains open, more Brainiacs will join with... Maxwell, you know he's monologuing. That means he's distracted. Do something! Until we are one. Unstoppable. Supreme. Completed. Brainiac. So you want to rule the multiverse? Really? That's what this whole thing has been about? Rule? Nothing too basic. We are all... when all Brainiacs are one, there will be no need for a multiverse. What? There will be nothing beyond us. You would destroy all life in the multiverse just to achieve your own twisted version of perfection? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Don't even try to... argue. Everything else is flawed and must be eliminated. Yeah, in the end, there will be only the Brainiac Collective. Hey, wait a second. You still have a use, flawed creation. Flawed creation. Is that really the best you can do? Protect us until the process is complete. This is what a friend would do. Oh, shut up. I'm still your friend? He's not your friend, Doppelganger. He's the enemy of everything. He is? I don't know what to believe. Are you out of your freaking mind? You don't... I thought you're evil. Whatever. I feel so incomplete. I just want... Maxwell, I know what he's missing. Me. You? What do you mean? He's your doppelganger, right? What he needs is a twin sister of his own. So that's why he was working with Brainiac? He just wanted a friend? I guess that makes more sense than Marinette having trauma. What he needs is a twin sister of his own. You're right. Lily. No, you bastard. Doppelganger. Twin sister or twin brother? Sorry. Spawn a version of Lily for Doppelganger. How do I do it? What? How do I summon you? Spawn a version of Lily for Doppelganger. No. Spawn a version of Lily for Doppelganger. What am I supposed to... What does this button do? Nah. Okay, I don't know what to do. BRB. What? I thought I was... Okay, sister. Hi, bruh, Doppel Lily. This is what I was missing. This is the true friendship, but this is not friendship. This is sibling ship, whatever. Doppelganger, disobedience is not how a friend would behave. You are no longer friends with the Brainiac Collective. You lied to me, used me. No crap. But Maxwell, I know how to stop them. You need to fix me. Maxwell, I'll distract him. We fix Cyborg. You'll distract him how? Okay. I need something to block out Brainiac. Those Brainiac waves. Conspiracy folks always wear on their heads. What? Tin hat? Right? Yeah. Listen, I don't have much time before he teleports me out. Well, he hacked into the system. I interfaced with him and learned why he couldn't teleport with us. Why? Brainiac can only teleport other versions of himself from other universes or people from my universe. You and Lily are from a different universe. That means that the key to defeating Brainiac is... Of course. The key is what? Wait a second. You can spawn any superhero from anywhere. If I bring Batman or anyone at the Justice League, he'll just teleport them away again. Excuse me, but doesn't each universe have its own Batman? Its own Justice League? Of course. Only alternate universe versions of the Justice League will work, Maxwell. Shut up. I'll go with Superman. I said Superman. No. Earth 2. Boom. And then Batman. Batman year 100. Spawn an alternate version of Batman. Oh god. Doppelganger. Are you okay? Hey, come on, Doppelganger, get away from the... Wonder Woman. Bizarra? 90s Wonder Woman. Spawn an alternate version of Wonder Woman. And now for Flash. Ooh, Jay Garrick. Spawn an alternate version of Flash. And then Green Lantern. Simon Baz. Wait, what? What happened to Simon? Whatever. I just look another Cyborg. Teen Titans! Teen Titans, go! Spawn an alternate version of Cyborg. Speaking of Teen Titans, Damian Wayne, my favorite Robin ever. He got removed. I'll go with another Superman then. Superman Red Sun? He's evil, bruv. Superman Beyond. What about Batman Beyond? Batman Beyond. Do it! They need my help. Laser gun. Laser gun. Eat this! Eat this. Out of the way, you're in my line of fire, man. Well, it doesn't matter, you're Superman, so lasers can't kill you. But Batman can get killed by lasers. Get out of my way, Batman. I'm trying to kill him. I mean, defeat him. I swear I'm not gonna kill him. I swear. The new 52. Lily, come in. Are you reading me? We've been trying to boom tube in, but Batman, listen. We won. We beat Brainiac. He's gone. We got the glow back too. We'll meet you at the watchtower, and we're bringing a new friend. Back at the watchtower. Thank the heavens you're both safe. Why did you bring him here? He's been unconscious for a while. What? No! I woke him up! Where did she come from? She's Doppelganger's twin sister. She's his missing other half. Other half? Wait, I thought you only describe other half when you're referring to your husband or wife, not your sister or best friend. Maxwell, maybe you can help him like you helped me when we first arrived. Okay. Dr. Jones. Doctor, here. Where am I? You're on the Justice League Watchtower. And you must answer for your evil deeds, villain. You attacked Themyscira, if I'm correct. I got tar on my boots. Oh, that is a much more severe and unforgivable crime. Yeah, I know. You shouldn't have done that to Flash. I know. Doppelganger has learned his lesson and he knows that he messed up. I'm so sorry. Where is he going?
Having been alone for so long, all the doppelganger truly needed was a family of his own.
Oh.
After all, isn't that all any of us need?
Yeah, I guess. Right?
Maxwell assured the Justice League that Doppelganger would cause no more trouble, and he was as good as his word.
Well, isn't that
Together,
great?
They helped to heal a world that had almost been broken.
He actually paid for his crimes. Unlike Mari Sue from Miraculous Ladybug. Stupid Marinette, stupid Ladybug.
I was pleasantly surprised to find that I had made an impression on young Maxwell.
Oh, Alfred is
As indeed,
narrating?
he had made an impression on me.
Well, that game was fun. Really damn fun. It is, I guess I'll give it a... Eight out of 10 is very fair. This gets an 8 out of 10. Definitely recommend. And definitely worth your money. Unlike Miraculous Ladybug's video games. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. The last time I completed this game was when I was a little kid. This is literally music that I haven't heard in a very long time. God, I love this game. It has a special place in my heart, mostly because of nostalgia. My favorite childhood game, and also, fun fact, When I was a kid, I actually asked my brother, why don't they make a Scribblenauts Marvel game with Spider-Man and Iron Man? And his response was, it would be a massive debate. Which one would be better? Scribblenauts Unmasked or Scribblenauts Marvel game or whatever? Yeah, I kinda agree back then, but right now, why not make a Marvel game of Scribblenauts? I think I know why. Maybe getting the rights to it is a bit too expensive, considering what they just went through. They got the rights to the characters of DC, so I don't know. Maybe they can't do it. At least not yet, because they don't have... No. Even if they have enough money to buy the rights for Marvel characters, maybe they just shouldn't, because it's unnecessary. We already have this game, so what's the point? I don't even know if there are new Scribblenauts games. As far as I know, this is the latest one. Are there any new Scribblenauts games after this one? If not, then that's fine. It's fine if this is the very last Scribblenauts game, because it's actually a good game. And you know what they say, you either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And Scribblenauts, I can safely say, died a hero. If this is the very last Scribblenauts game they've ever made, and there are no more Scribblenauts games afterwards. Either way, I love this game. I love this game so much.
Christmas, New Year's Eve, and Valentine, any kind of happy time, we're gonna stay together. I wish it lasts forever. Easter, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and all the other things between. I wanna spend time with you, be with me for the rest of my life. At the end of the day with you, I can't help feeling so blue. I don't wanna turn my back on your door. Always find myself thinking about you. Can't imagine the world without you. Baby, I've never felt this way before. Have something to tell you, can see I'm on one knee. In the shining sun or the pouring rain, I'll always be there for you. Christmas, New Year's Eve, and Valentine, any kind of happy time, we're gonna stay together. I wish it lasts forever. Easter, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and all the other things between. I wanna spend time with you, be with me for the rest of my life. When you put your arms around my waist, truly feel you can't be replaced. When with you I'm not worried what's ahead. Though we know we don't have to rush. When I wake up in the morning, hush, want you to be next to me in my bed. Have something to tell you, can see I'm on one knee. In the shining sun or the pouring rain, I'll always be there for you. Christmas, New Year's Eve, and Valentine, any kind of happy time, we're gonna stay together. I wish it lasts forever. Easter, Thanksgiving, Halloween, and all the other things between. I wanna spend time with you, be with me for the rest of my. Plenty of girls around are typical. Baby, meeting you is a miracle. You are one in a million, girl. Whoa, whoa, we're gonna stay together, yeah. Ooh, be with me for the rest of my life. Christmas, New Year's Eve, and I'm with ya. Be with me for the rest of my